Hey guys!
Welcome to Smash or Pass the Ball.
My name is Liz.
My name is Beth.
Disclaimer, we are both not named Elizabeth.
This is true. Welcome to our 11th episode.
It's true.
Oh my god.
We've hit the double digits. Doubled.
I don't think we've doubled the double digits.
But it's like 1 and 1.
Right. I think you're right. We've hit the double digits. And we'll stop right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll head right into the apology. I got canceled last episode by myself. I canceled myself.
Right. She canceled herself. No one else has canceled her. No one else has had anything to say.
I will say, when we told Carolina, like, what happened, Carolina went, and, like, gasped. And I was like, I'm sorry.
My reaction on the podcast when I went,
yeah. So.
it's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay. And
I'm
that's
just
fine.
offending people left and right, I guess. It's fine.
We all say things. Listen.
But I'd like to learn, and I was educated, and I will do a Notes app apology if somebody wants me to.
Screenshot and put on your story on SOP the Ball.
That's what I'm saying. And then another apology. It's not really an apology. It's just like a note.
It's a note.
My dad was really offended by Beth's comment about people who are 5'11".
Right. I don't know if Mr. Mazzina has managed to convince me that 5'11 people exist still, but I will say I am sorry for any offense I may have caused, but I'm still not convinced. So unless you drive over here and I take a tape measure and I'm sure the 5'11 slot doesn't even exist on the tape measure. It's 5'10 and it's straight to 6'5".
Bethlehem. What?
I'm sorry.
No, my dad texted me and he was like, I'm 5'11". Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, Dad. I'm like, fine.
That's okay, one exception.
What
exception.
One exception?
One exception, right?
We're allowed to, one exception to each rule.
Yeah, and he'll be like, I'm sure he's like on the Guinness World Book of Records for heights that don't
Only
exist.
man who's 5'11".
Only man who's 5'11". Only person who's 5'11" ever.
That's so funny. Also, just like another note is we're on low chairs today, so vibes are kind of off, you guys.
You guys, we're kind of really
kind of like
it's on my chest right now. Do you feel that?
it's like against the.
It's like if I want to gesticulate, I have to actually bring my arms
arms
here
up?
to talk, and I'm like, oh my god.
My
Instead
Italian talking will be up
of, right?
here.
Because right here,
It's a table.
contact.
But wow. Ugh. I went to say, wow, we're gonna get into news. My intelligence for soccer was insulted once again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This was kind of
It was a hard one.
This is so annoying because this is not the first time that this has happened, and this isn't the first time this has happened, like inflicted on women by men kind of thing.
And in the same friend group.
Right.
Triple
The
homicide.
same kind of people. Basically the same person, you could say.
Basically, we invited somebody to come onto our podcast to, increase engagement and viewership and to also, make it more interesting for you guys. We
Right.
thought it'd be fun to have more people on the podcast. So we reached out to this person, and they said, I don't know, maybe. I'm afraid my soccer intelligence would be too much or, would be better than yours.
I'm afraid, specifically, and I will quote, I'm afraid my ball knowledge is better than yours.
And I responded, why? Because I'm a girl. And he said, no, because I've been watching soccer since 2004.
Which this person in 2004 was 5 years old. So I'm sorry, women
Get
can
a
have
job.
memories like that. Men don't have memories like that.
No.
You don't remember what happened when you were 5. Your memories weren't fully formed yet. I remember watching Man United stuff. You can't remember watching any soccer stuff.
But also, what a comeback. I know, I've been watching football since 2004. I don't know, get a job, get a life. I didn't ask. I just asked you to be on my podcast, and it'd be fun, I thought. No
He's so
longer.
lame.
I threw a fit and yelled at him. I screamed at him in person, and it was great because Carolina was like, whoa, 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 in between us. I was very, very angry because, just to get real, I consistently doubt my knowledge, and I don't need people saying it to my face. So...
Well, you're so knowledgeable that you have a podcast. Do they have podcasts? No.
I think that they could, but they don't have the personality for it.
Exactly. You have both. You have the knowledge, and you have the personality. And we've been doing this for a while now.
11 episodes.
Never have Like you've never been lacking in knowledge, I will say.
I
Never
would-
once have I sat here with you and been like, wow, she doesn't know what she's talking
stupid.
about. Because you always know what you're talking about. So, anyways.
I would disagree, but it just sucks because it happened to me again. And, I can't live like this.
Well, take solace in the fact that it was two of basically the same men.
Two of the most annoying men on this
Literally,
campus.
literally.
Anyways. We actually might have a surprise guest coming on in a few weeks, so look out for that. It'll be exciting. But moving into the next bit of news, Anthony Gordon is not injured. He was just carrying the entire team on his
I love
back.
how it says Anthony Gordon is not injury in the little dot.
Oh.
I thought it was intentional. I
No.
thought you were going to read it out like that. Anthony Gordon is not injury.
No, I typed that
Okay,
wrong.
That's my bad. Go ahead.
No, that was it. He played against Nottingham Forest. He was fine.
Right.
I guess he was just being dramatic.
He was just being dramatic. And people are allowed
Let
to
him
be
be dramatic. He's carrying the entire
literally,
team on his
literally.
back.
Please, please,
Ah.
please. Give him some peace. Okay. Next bit. PSG's looking at, I don't know how to pronounce it. Leao to replace Mbappe. Liz's Nono is not happy. Actually, he said, quote, old news, unquote, and dragged Uncle Dino. So I don't understand what this is.
This basically means that I got a text message yesterday that was a screenshot of Uncle Dino's phone, and it said, PSG wants AC Milan's Rafael Leao to replace Mbappe, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Nono responds, old news.
Oh,
Uncle Dino goes, oh, sorry.
he said old
I
news.
said, drag him, Nono. And Nono responded, we'll give him away for 150 euro.
Oh my God. No, please.
So,
Please.
I don't think anyone in my family is quite happy about this, but
Yeah. Wait, so.
because they're AC Milan fans.
Yeah. So Nono is happy to give him away?
I think Nono's like, we'll just give him away for 150.
It seems
Euro.
like he can't wait to get rid of him. He's like, actually, take him off my team. I don't want him. I don't want him on that roster.
No, I
don't
think
want
he's
him.
insulting AC Milan, and he's like, we'll just give him away for a measly 150
he's
euro.
saying, I see. He's saying that they've underpriced him.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
He needs to be priced at billions of dollars worth.
Millions, thousands, billions. Exactly. You want to read the next one?
Sure. So everyone's saying FC Copenhagen might win the Champions League. They keep upsetting big teams, which I read about a couple days ago. The TLDR is that they beat Man United and they feel like now they can beat any team,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me because if this were like the 1900s or like 1999,
The
2000,
1900s?
No, the 1900s is when you could have said Man United was a formidable enough team to feel that way about beating Man United.
The
The
1990s.
1990s.
It's the 1990s or the 1900s?
Did I say the 1900s?
Yes.
I meant the 1990s. The 90s, which is still a long time ago.
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
1900s. No, that's my bad.
No, I know.
I
There we
meant
go.
the 1990s.
Okay.
Like the 90s to the start of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Was when they were like a strong enough team and like a powerful enough team that you feel like if you could beat Man United, you could beat any team. So FC Copenhagen, it feels like they've been out of the loop for a while now because Man United.
Do they not have the...
Are they not in the group chat?
Yeah, do they not have the
I didn't-
information?
I don't-
Did we forget to send
Are they
them
not friends with the
party
others? No,
info?
literally.
Oh.
They've just not been invited. They just don't know. Oh my God.
So they think that Man U is the team to beat,
Right.
and then they did.
It's really not though. But they beat Man U, which
Honestly,
great for
take
them.
it as a compliment.
Right. I have taken it as a compliment. It makes me feel great about Man United's legacy and it makes me feel great about the team that I'm supporting. But realistically, what are you saying to me right now? What are you saying to me? You're saying that if you beat our crappy team, you think that that's the team? What? You're saying that if you beat Ten Hag, that's the team to beat? Please be so for real. Oh my goodness. Anyways.
But they are playing, like Pep Guardiola has been like the talks lately. The talks, you know.
The talks,
Capital
right.
T,
His
capital
team,
T.
yeah.
And Man City has been like, hey, Man City, maybe don't expect to win.
Right.
You know, FC Copenhagen gonna come out the woodwork.
Man City's not winning.
I
for sure.
really hope not.
It feels the same as the Chiefs. feel the same as
Guys,
same
Niners
as-
lost.
Right. This is also very disappointing for Liz. This is a huge Niners fan, and last night was very hard for her.
Thank you.
I did hear wail
Yeah.
when that touchdown happened.
It was just like, no.
No.
No, it was heartbreaking when Brock Purdy was doing an interview
know.
afterwards and he was blaming himself and it was like, no.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Blaming
He was
himself?
like, I didn't support my team. It's like, no, Brock, you did. It was the
No.
defense.
No,
Brock, it
literally.
wasn't you.
Well, they played so good all 4 quarters. Like, literally.
it was literally.
The Niners were so good on top of their game. Like,
No.
all the interceptions, blah, blah, blah. Great.
It was literally overtime.
I actually can't believe.
And Brock
believe
Purdy
that
was
they
blaming
lost.
himself. And imagine being Mr. Irrelevant and then like bringing your team to the Super Bowl and then losing and then blaming yourself. Guys.
That's really sad.
Okay.
I can't believe we have to sit through another year of Patrick Mahomes and
Super Bowl
Travis
ads?
Kelce Super Bowl ads. Like,
Yeah.
I actually, I can't do
I
this.
can't do it. I'm not strong
Actually,
enough.
no.
I'm not strong enough.
No.
Anyways,
Anyways, back to
love
the
Taylor
real
Swift.
football. Right.
Moving
right.
on. Basically, FC Copenhagen is playing City next. Actually, I think it's tomorrow.
Are they playing tomorrow?
I believe it's
Okay.
tomorrow. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, on Tuesday. Tuesday for the first leg of their round of 16 tie.
Yeah.
I think it might be tomorrow.
Yeah, I think when they mean Tuesday, they mean
Tuesday,
this
they mean this
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Upcoming Tuesday.
We're recording on a Monday, so so we'll see what happens. They claim to have only played 18 games at their home stadium, and they've only lost 2 of them. So, and I love that I said that they claim this as if we don't have proof.
I know, which has actually happened. We've seen it happen.
So actually, TBH.
I'm rooting for them.
I'm rooting for
them.
Copenhagen.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rooting always against City.
Always against City. Always against City. This was me when I was younger against Arsenal, but I feel like it's now been like... I still hate Arsenal so bad. So much. But like I feel like it's also now shared with City.
Yeah,
All
agreed.
right, next bit.
It's just that AC Milan beat Napoli yesterday.
How
It's-
did your family feel about that?
my group chat with my uncle and my nono and my cousin were very happy.
But then the other side of the
And
family.
then Uncle Tony did not text me. Makes me scared. Hope he's doing okay.
Fingers crossed.
All right, next one.
Okay, so Barca tied the second to last team in the La Liga, 3-3.
Ew.
So, important context, this team, Granada, is the second bottom in the league.
Ugh.
They tied with Barcelona, which
Barcelona
are they third right now?
FC. Yeah. Let me look.
I think they may be third. But the Lamine
They
Yamal
are
opened the
third.
scoring Olympic Stadium, right? But in another performance marked by comical defending, we're reading a quote. Barca found themselves 2-1 and 3-2 down against second bottom Granada, and then finally managed to tie it up. But they are third in the league.
I know Carolina was. Well, she was. I know this. Carolina was.
She was very upset. She was not doing well. And I understand. She literally posted on her story, she was like, our only hope is a 16-year-old player.
Yeah.
Who, was he the one who tied it up?
I think
at the
he was
end?
the one. Yeah, he tied it up. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was like, girl, I get you.
I get her
tied with
because
Luton
I
Town
am her.
4-4.
I literally-
I was her. I get her.
No,
I was
literally,
her.
literally. Newcastle did that exact
That
scenario.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
No, I did put this quote in just because I thought it was funny that they said comical defending.
Another performance marked by comical defending. They said, you're so
I
bad.
said, I'm gonna get his ass.
Right.
I'm gonna drag Barca's ass.
Your defense is comical.
comical.
Your defense is so bad.
Wow.
In other news.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say in other La Liga news, Bellingham is injured, so he's out for
Right.
3 weeks
Which
with a
I literally, sorry, finish ahead. Go
high
ahead.
ankle sprain. Continue.
Ankle sprain. Sorry, I was just thinking about it because it was making me laugh. Because Carolina was, when we were watching the Super Bowl, she was telling me, I told her about the Barca guy, right? And she goes, Bellingham is injured. She literally goes, it's like one motion. Bellingham's also injured. And I was like, girl. And she was like, yeah. You know, I'm praying on their downfall. And I was like, okay.
For the listeners, she chugged her arm down.
Oh, right. True. She celebrated.
She celebrated.
In a
Swift
true,
motion.
Kevin from Home Alone type.
Yes.
Literally like that.
And then our last bit of news is Pep Guardiola manager of Manchester City, says he is 99.99% sure that City won't win the treble again. The treble, for our listeners, is a Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup, winning all three of those. That's the treble. And he said that we have a 99.99 possibility that we are not going to win the treble because never, never, ever, 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 ever has anyone done it.
Which I feel... Why is this news? Like, why are they presenting this as news? Yeah, okay. The stats are really low, right? You might not win the treble again, but I don't know, like... Is it really that important that you go on national television and you go, yeah, we're definitely not winning the Prem again. I mean, the treble again, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I guess they're running out of news. They're running out of things to say. So now
that
irrelevant things have to be news.
But I love that it was 99.99% sure.
Wait, what is that? Did he
know.
actually say?
Yes.
I'm 99.99%
yes,
sure.
the direct quote is 99.99.
I wonder if he's okay. It just kind of feels...
No, he's not.
No, you're right. At a baseline, he's not okay.
No, he's not.
But, yeah, just a quick reminder, Man United won the treble before Man City. We did it first.
Yeah, you did.
Trendsetters.
Newcastle has never won the Premier League.
Really?
Yeah, we looked this up.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody, was it you that was like kept scrolling back and you're like, wow, they've
never
won.
won.
Oh, wait, they've never won.
They've never won. Because it starts at the formation of their team and then it goes all the way down, and they've been runners up a couple times, which really nice.
It's nice to be a runner up. I would like to win though.
Right.
It must be nice to be
a
winner.
Real.
Anyways, do you want to read our table?
Sure. So our standings for now: Liverpool's in first place, Man City second, Arsenal third, Tottenham fourth, Aston Villa, which my nightmare
Blunt rotation
is these 5 teams. I hate all of them. 6th place, Man United. In 7th place, Newcastle. Man United with 41 points and Newcastle with 36 points.
We're catching up.
I'm glad. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad that differential has
gotten smaller.
Gotten smaller, yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Can I admit something really bad?
Oh my God. Definitely.
Is this a safe space?
This is definitely a safe space.
Okay. I really, really, really wanted Man United to lose against Aston Villa, so then we would be bumped up to 6.
Wow. That's,
Oh. Okay, but you said it was a safe space.
I didn't know what kind of information we were relaying.
Okay, but it was selfishly just Newcastle could get bumped up to 6.
I'm kidding.
But I'm really happy that they beat Aston Villa.
Are you?
No, I really am, because Aston Villa got bumped down to 5th.
Okay, yeah.
And that means they're on their way down.
We were knocking them down.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm happy that both of our teams beat Aston Villa.
Exactly.
Especially Man United after everything they've been through.
I know. And that was like Højlund, McTominay. I was watching the highlights earlier for the game, and I realized I was watching the wrong highlights, where Garnacho scored all 3 goals.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, Garnacho was really on fire, but I thought it was McTominay and Højlund. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, this is from a month ago.
Yeah, this is a completely different game.
Completely different game. Anyways, thanks for sharing. I forgive you.
Thank you. I just needed to get off my chest, because I was talking to Carolina during the game. We were watching the Newcastle game, and I was like, I really, really want Manchester United to lose just so my team can be good for once. And she was like, oh, Shadi, okay.
Your team has been good, though. Which, I'm surprised because Newcastle started out so well.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, let's not talk about it. But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Isn't it? It's a little bit crazy.
No, I know.
They were so...
But
they beat Nottingham Forest.
It is true. Nice transition into Nottingham Forest game.
The first game that we're covering.
So, I just want it all on record, because I will never go an episode without talking about my love of Anthony Gordon. When they posted on their Instagram that he was coming back, I was so happy.
I know.
I was so happy. I was so happy. It was like my soldier returning from war. I was so happy.
Because he is. Because he actually is. Like you said, he was injured from carrying his team Also, like, the team that now has no Isak, no... Who else is out?
Like everyone.
Everyone is out.
Joelinton is out.
Joelinton's
Pope is out.
out.
Oh my god. Wait, I have to show you this. Brennan sent this to me and I'll put it on either the screen or the Instagram. What do you prefer?
The screen or the Instagram? Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Either is fine. We could just put it up
We'll
right
put it
now
up
'cause
on
we're
the
talking
screen.
about it.
We'll put it up on the screen right here. Basically, it is a thing. Actually, I sent it to our friend Brennan, but it's them talking about, like, the pundits talking about Newcastle before Pope's injury and Newcastle after Pope's injury. And the stats and the
Whoa.
difference of how this has affected the team.
Goals conceded, 14 before Pope injury. Since Pope injury, 23.
I'm aware. It's not great. And I love Dubravka, and I think he's doing a good job. But there was this whole thing with, like, I was going to put it on Ref Watch, like our new segment, but then it actually kind of was inconsequential because then it didn't end up affecting anything.
Okay.
But in our game against Liverpool, he fouled one of the players, and it was called. But then in this game, the Nottingham Forest game, he fouled someone, but it wasn't called. And, like, in the end, is, like, fine and, like, whatever.
Yeah. No, you're right. I am reading something, though, like someone responding that it's like, this stat isn't really a dig at Dubravka.
No, it's
because,
not.
like, Trippier and Byrne have also, like,
Oh, yeah.
dipped in form, which...
No,
makes
and
sense.
that's I'm not saying it's Dubravka's
No,
fault.
I know, I
like
know, I
him.
know.
I like him a lot, and I think that for the shoes that he has to fill,
big.
which are massive, that man is a giant. Nick Pope.
But also, like, yeah, real.
I think he's done a good job.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not our first goalie.
He's learning and growing.
He's learning and growing, and he
He's
hasn't
no
played in a
Onana.
while.
I need everyone to understand, like...
That's the thing. At the end of the day, he's not
At
Onana.
the end of the day, someone always has it worse. Someone's
You are
always got it
someone.
worse. Yeah, me. That's me. Oh, sorry. For our listeners, I'm pointing at myself. It's actually really, really unfortunate. So, if you don't have Onana, I don't want to hear you complaining about your goalie.
True.
Dubravka, million times better.
Millions, thousands, billions.
Billions.
I'm gonna write down. Put
Alrighty.
Dubravka. How do you spell Dubravka?
It's Dubrov. Hold on.
Oh, it'll be fine because I don't know what it says in my notes. We don't need to.
It's
put
Dubravka.
That's on screen. You guys are
Dubravka.
hearing some behind the scenes
Right.
stuff. of Just Liz
Sorry,
writing.
guys. LOL. Okay, let's
All
get
right,
into it.
let's get into the Newcastle and Nottingham Forest game.
Okay.
I thought Matt Turner played for Nottingham Forest.
Does he not?
I think he is, but I don't think he started in goal, and I think that we should reflect on that.
Right. Wait.
I think that we should reflect on the fact that America's goalie isn't a
America's soccer
starting.
Which? Who's really surprised? Are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
Okay, he's kind of a brick wall, though. I love Matt Turner.
Yeah?
He sucks at his job when he sucks, but then he's great at his job when he's great.
I think that applies for everyone.
No, but he's an icon. I love him.
He looks British.
He looks British. That man looks so American.
You're telling me this man.
That man looks so rah-rah USA.
This man.
Yeah, I'm putting a picture up on the screen.
Absolutely not.
That man looks so American.
Well, this is the exact picture you have to put up because other pictures he looks a little bit maybe American. But this one
'Cause
picture
he
in
is.
particular was the first one that
Where is
I
he
saw.
from?
He's from the United States. Let's find out where.
I
Exactly
bet like Ohio or something.
He's from
Like Wisconsin.
New Jersey,
Shut up.
Parkridge, New Jersey.
Shut up.
Yep.
A hometown
from
boy.
Your home, from your home state.
My home state. That's
Oh my
crazy. Is he
God.
on Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yes.
didn't start.
He didn't start yet. Which he's the number one goalie though.
I don't know why he didn't start.
That's
'Cause
so
that's
fascinating.
not him.
Is he injured?
That's not him.
That's definitely not him.
That's definitely not him. So,
Okay.
that's a bald man.
Right.
Anyways, we'll
Let's just get into it.
the game. Sorry,
Right.
we've gone so off.
So many sidetracks. Okay.
Wow, Matt Turner's from Jersey.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
He's 29 years old, Liz.
He's what?
He's 29 years old.
Yeah, he also has a wife.
Oh, I didn't know
believe.
this. I didn't know this.
I'm not going after Matt
Oh, I
Turner.
thought you were like, oh my god.
No, I'm just saying like, wow, one of my own.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm not going after Matt Turner. His eyes kind of scare me a little bit.
His eyes eyes are a little scary.
It's a little blue, like too blue.
Oh
Okay,
my
have you
God.
seen those memes where it's like put on brown
No,
contacts?
literally, they're so scary. It's like when people with blue eyes talk to you.
Yeah.
And they're like
They're like,
staring into your soul. And it's a specific kind of blue eyes.
Yeah.
Becca and I talk about this all the time about how actually we are scared of people
Yeah.
with eyes that are that light.
yeah.
Because why?
Why?
Also, why are you staring at me like that? Don't look at me like
No,
that.
don't stare at me like that.
Keep your eyes to yourself. You should get brown contacts.
No, anytime somebody with blue eyes, especially like on like TV shows and stuff, because they like it's like super
Oh
blue.
my
I'm
God.
just like, I don't know, put on some brown contacts, please.
It's really scary.
You're scaring me.
Holland on every single like televised event that I've seen him on.
Oh, I avoid looking at him in the
Scary.
eyes.
And also because he's so blonde, it's like he has white hair and super blue eyes. He's
Yeah, like the Aryan.
no, literally.
I actually avoid looking at Holland at all costs. Like he's actually the most terrifying person
he's very
to look
scary
at
looking.
with my eyes.
Very scary looking.
Yeah, I don't.
Very.
They had a picture of him on Instagram with like his hair down. I was like, ah.
No,
I like
the hair
jumped.
down also is worse. Because put your hair up. Put your hair up in that bun.
Cut it.
Okay? Yeah, maybe that actually. But like if you're not gonna cut it,
Or like
don't
braid
let
it.
down.
Can he braid it?
I don't know.
Can we get Holland?
Holland,
if you're
get in
listening to
here.
this, I'd love to braid your hair. First off, I'd love to wash it. That looks greasy. Second of all, I'd love to braid it.
True. I
True.
like that we're dragging Holland on our podcast now. Like
This
he's
is,
ever
like-
gonna listen to it.
Like he's like, yeah, I don't
Wait.
care.
Anyways.
Okay, we're finally gonna get into this game. Okay.
Okay,
Newcastle
first goal.
versus Nottingham Forest. First goal, Bruno Guimaraes, in the 10th minute. Anthony Gordon was chasing down somebody. Somebody crossed it in, and Bruno tapped it into the
Beautiful.
corner. It was gorgeous. I love Bruno,
Wonderful, spectacular.
and I love how much he loves this team.
yeah.
He's the best.
He's a ride or die for the team.
He is such a ride or die. Like, watch this, and the way he, like, taps it in. I love him. I love him so much.
He's really sweet.
That's the thing, is, like,
Oh, look at that. Look at that kick. That was actually a great goal.
it was. So he, like, literally just, he, like, what's the front of your foot called?
Just like the part with his laces.
Yeah.
He like hits it with
He
his-
hits it with his laces into the corner, like, across the goalie. I bet Matt Turner would have saved that, but we'll never know, I guess.
I guess we'll never know.
So we were up 1-0, and then in the
26th minute.
26th minute, they get a breakaway, and this, I have thoughts.
Yeah. Anthony Alonga from Nottingham Forest just kind of... Wait, can you play that again?
Yeah, I have thoughts in like a
How come this was not...
what? So the screen that we are paused on is two defenders on this man,
The one player.
on one
Anthony
player.
Alonga.
There was quite literally no one in the
No,
vicinity.
actually.
And then Dubravka, in the little crescent moon.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm confused how he scored.
Wait, play it? He just kicked it past him. He kicked it really
Oh, I'm
hard.
aware. I'm confused on how we let it get this far.
I'm confused on how he had 3 guys on him at one point, including Dubravka, from all angles. It was literally a triangle. It's
Burn?
Anthony in the middle, 2 defenders on either side.
Not
of him.
Anthony Gordon.
No, sorry, Anthony Alonga, the guy
Yeah.
who scored the Nottingham Forest goal.
And then Botman
He's
and
in
Burn.
the middle. Yeah, 2 defenders, right? And then the goalie right in front of him makes a little triangle. And yet, the ball got past all of them. They were running in this formation for a bit.
I'm confused on how no one
Could
stopped
kick it away.
him.
Right.
No one stopped him. And the thing
Tackle.
is, it
A
was
tackle.
such a, like, and this is what I'm talking about, like, our defense. It's just, like,
Yeah.
crap for some reason. I don't understand.
That should have been a very easy save.
Yeah, and I
also
don't understand.
Dubravka shouldn't have run out that far.
Okay, so that's my thing. So I never know when goalies, and because I've asked my dad about this. My dad's a goalie, and I am always like, how do you make the decision to come out of the goal or to stay in? And he's like, it's very like, yeah, it's kind of in the moment. And I'm like, okay, but if there are 2 people on him, maybe stay in the goal.
I also feel like if he hadn't run out that far, like he could run out like right outside of the small box,
Yeah.
right? But stay within the bigger box so that they have time to try and tackle him.
and
You
yes.
gave them no time to act.
No.
Because you're so far out that like it just
And he tapped the ball like around,
straight shot. Just a straight shot into
and
the
it
goal.
slowly rolled into the goal.
Yeah. And they couldn't get there in time.
Sickening.
If Dubrovka hadn't run out that far.
I think there would have been an opportunity.
Yeah, for
like,
them to save it.
So
Anyway,
I can't live like this. It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
It's really unfortunate. We got ads.
We have an ad of the oddest sort. Okay. Anyways, we're back.
Okay.
So we then come and tie it back, or come and
put Newcastle back in the lead.
put us back
in the
lead
43rd minute.
with Fabian Schär.
Fabian shares.
Yeah.
Go.
Trippier kicks it from the halfway point, crosses it over. It fumbles around a bit, and then Fabian kind of one-taps it off a header from Botman.
Yeah. It's kind of rocket shot.
And I like that he didn't slide.
He's too old for a slide. Sorry, I'm kidding. He's still young.
Guys, when we put up a photo
Of
of
Fabian. Actually, no one gets it.
Oh, God.
You just need to see a picture of him.
When you see this photo, and it will be on the Instagram.
Oh my God.
Oh, I sent it to Beth, and she sent me consecutively. Oh. My God.
It's a crazy photo.
It is one of the most sexual photos I've
No, because
ever
there are
seen.
children watching Fabian. Stop it.
It was.
There were kids.
It was. Wow.
It was too much.
I got it on my feed, and I was like, oh my
I
God.
said, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy, and he gave us our lead back, and then we immediately lost it. In the
In the stoppage time for the halftime.
Yeah. What minute was that?
45th minute plus 6.
Plus 6. So Nottingham Forest, they're passing it, and then the one guy just kicks it over and into the net. And honestly, it was a good goal. But I would like excessive celebration. Take that goal back. Look at this. Watch how.
Football.
Look how one of the other players, the ball rolled out of the goal, and in celebration he kicked it back in.
They do that all the time.
In celebration, and I would like to request an excessive celebration.
Wait, no,
Take that goal away.
They do that all the time. I also don't think there's a thing of excessive celebration.
No, there's not, but I'd like to request it anyways.
Let's put it in. Let's put it in with that blue card.
With
thing,
that blue card.
right?
Let's discuss. So there's
we haven't talked
we've
about
never
it.
talked about
Oh my
it.
God.
And
That's
we have
crazy.
time, so let's do it.
Right. Let's bring it up.
All right, so in the soccer world, would you like to explain it?
Right, sure. You have cards that you show players for conduct, right? We got a yellow card and we got a red card. Red card means you're out of the game and you're out. You can't play for the next game as well. Yellow card is like a warning, right? Blue card, they're
want
deciding they're trying to introduce a new card, the blue card. And it's basically kind of like a sin bin where if you're shown the blue card, you're out of the game for 10 minutes. And then you can come
Like
back
in hockey. Like in hockey when they put you in a penalty box.
Which I didn't even know that was a thing in hockey. This is the first change that they've come up with in
Since the 70s.
since the 70s, since 1970 actually.
1970s is
So-
when the cards were first introduced.
1970, the
Yeah,
actual year.
yeah.
And so I feel like I'm down for this change. Liz is not. Liz does not like this. But I kind of think it's a cool idea. I've never watched hockey, so I don't know what the penalty box is all about. But I'd like to see how it kind of changes the dynamic of a game, where it's so, were you the one who sent me the meme of Casemiro? Or was it Carolina?
It might have been
I think it
Carolina.
might have been So there's this player on Man United's team. His name is Casemiro. He's he's notoriously physical, notoriously he'll foul players
Yes.
left and right.
We talked
And it
about
was
him last game.
Yeah, and it was literally first minute Casemiro, 5th minute Casemiro, 20th minute Casemiro, and it's just him being shown the blue card, and it's just all throughout the game. It's just the time, the timestamps for when he got blue carded, and I'm excited for that. I think that'd be really funny.
So my problem with it is the whole point of the yellow and red card is that there's always the threat of you being ejected and not being able to come back. With the blue card, it's
Yeah,
you can come back and there's no consequence for your actions.
I feel like
In hockey, the reason that the penalty box works is because there's only 5 skaters on the ice at all times, and then the goalie. And if you lose a player, you're down. It's 4 against 5, and typically on power plays, the other team will score, and basically you're spending that whole time, the four of you, and like you switch out in shifts and stuff, and so they'll bring out like mostly defenders, and they'll try and like kill the power play so then the other team doesn't score. With this, I think that there's too many players on the field where it genuinely would not make a difference.
It does.
Because
losing a player actually impacts so much. When a player goes out on a red card, the
whole thing changes,
gets so
but it's
messed up.
only. But then it's like they come back, they leave for 10 minutes, and they come back, and it's
good.
like
That's why, because losing a player for a whole game is really hard, and I feel like when that happens to players most of the time, the whole team kind of like forgets how to operate without that one player. So I feel like the mercy of having a player be able to come back, because you'll see it. Would you rather have Newcastle have a player out on a blue card for a game or a red card? Because then your whole team is messed up. You got to think about it in terms of what you want
I
for
know,
your team.
but I think that it takes away the excitement of the game, and it takes away the consequences of the game.
I feel
for
like
fouling somebody.
They'll come up with like I feel like the red card penalties are still going to be red card penalties.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like,
so then,
oh,
but then what's going to be the difference between a yellow and a blue? Like, that's my thing, where it's like a yellow card.
Maybe they won't give a yellow card. Maybe they won't give yellow cards out as much, because I feel like yellow cards, while not being as consequential as a red card, they are like, if you get another yellow, you're out.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you get a yellow and a blue,
but also
you're
how
not out for the
many
next
how
game.
many blue cards? Like, I feel like there hasn't been enough about it where it's like, how many blue cards can you get? Can you get as many blue cards as you want during the game,
I think it should
and
be.
without any consequence? Like, I just feel like, because then we're gonna I feel like the game will get, like, the thing with like hockey is like they don't have cards and stuff. They'll just be sent to the penalty box for like an extended amount of time, and again, the whole thing is smaller. The space is small. Like, with soccer, everything's so big. It's just bigger, and with the sin bin and like I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like it'll take away from the excitement of a player getting yellow or a player getting a red, and instead it's just like, oh, blue card, blue card, blue
it's
card.
not really exciting when a player gets a yellow card. I'm not excited when a player that I like that's in my team, or like, I don't know. It depends on the type of soccer watcher that you are, but like, it never really excites me when a player gets carded, or like when they get a yellow card or when they get a red card. Like, if it's an opposing team, it's like, yay!
Well, obviously,
amazing,
I'm not
but-
talking about like my team. I'm talking about
Right.
like opposing, but like also I just feel like when players get like yellow cards, it's like, okay, now that player has to be on watch, because if they screw up one more time, then they're gonna get. It just adds like another element of like do you know what I
That's
mean?
still gonna
And
exist,
I
though.
like watching that, and I like having that.
That
and I
will
just
still
feel
exist.
like, I don't know. I just feel like with the blue card, I think it's stupid, and I think it's changing it to something that it's not. Like, why do we need why do we need it?
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of nuance, especially when like some players are carded for things that they shouldn't be carded. Like, there's a lot of times when we've discussed like players tackling another player and out on red card, and we're like, it shouldn't even be a red card because it's not really like intentional. There was no intent. Or like penalties. Like, remember, like, this deserved to be a penalty, this didn't deserve to be a penalty. So I feel like there's a lot of nuance with stuff like with cards as well. So it's like some things do deserve to be yellow cards, some things do deserve to be red cards, but there's a lot of gray area in that. I feel like it's not really as cut and dry as you like think.
But that's what the free kicks are for, and like fouls.
But I feel like they usually are accompanied with a card. So if it's bad enough where like you're getting a free kick or a penalty, then like a sin bit, like a little blue card. will kind of
I
send you
understand
off.
how it could be fun. I just don't like the idea of it. I also
That's
am
fair.
like,
I feel like I have no familiarity with it in another sport, so I feel like we have different opinions because I've never seen it in action.
but I
So
like
I'm
it in
excited.
hockey. I don't think it would I just don't think, because like I know how it works in hockey, and like also like it's a completely different sport, and so I think having a crossover of sorts, I don't know if it'll work. I'm curious to see what they do with
I was
it.
gonna say we'll just have to wait and see.
I'm curious to see what they'll do with it. I don't know.
I'm excited. I'm a little happy.
Yeah.
I think it's like important to make sure that the game doesn't stay rigid and like inflexible for throughout.
My problem is I think there's just going to be even more VAR. That's my thing, is having to check then everything to see if it's a blue, yellow, or red. That's, I think, is going to be a huge thing.
Do they VAR for yellow and red cards a lot?
Yeah.
I think they VAR a lot for penalty kicks and for
No, they
free kicks.
No,
but-
they VAR everything.
Yeah, but I've never seen like a ref try and decide whether or not it should be a red card
Oh,
or
I
a yellow
have.
card and be like, let's VAR it.
I have.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you know, everyone knows my stance on VAR and how
Yeah.
much I hate it, and I think it's ruined the game. But,
It's not the best.
but
Not the greatest.
that was a nice little chat.
I know. I'm excited to see it in
Yeah.
action. And also, they're going to be testing it for a long time.
Yeah,
so you're
exactly.
probably not going to... We're probably never going to get to see it this...
In our lifetime, excuse me?
I said this semester.
Oh,
Within this podcast.
I was just sorry. It sounded like the train of thought you were going is we'll never get to see it in our lifetime.
No. I was going to say, we're probably never get to talk about it on this podcast, like,
This
as something
semester.
that's happening this semester.
Yeah.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Let's move on from this blue card chit-chat. 66th minute.
66-minute, we win.
See, Liz, that excessive celebration could be a blue card. And they could be like, blue card, sin bin. And it's like, yay.
Yay.
Okay, final goal in the Newcastle United Nottingham Forest game, 66th minute.
Is Bruno. And this is
Again.
a phenomenal goal. And his celebration is so cute because I just love him. So Nottingham Forest fumbles the ball. We get it back. Bruno just takes it straight down the middle, shoots it,
Wow.
puts
that's
it in
a-
the bottom
that's a
right
great
corner.
goal. He
It's-
shoots it from, like, outside of the big box.
Yeah, outside the big box. And then
Aw.
his celebration, he climbs on top of like the little banister and does his signature, like puts his fingers on his ears to be like rid of the noise. But Sean Longstaff pulled him down.
Yeah, he
Which-
kind of did. Well, he
Sean
was
looked
falling.
annoyed. Watch Sean Longstaff this whole time. He looks annoyed. He looks so irritated.
He's like, get down.
He's like, get
from
down.
there, bruv."
It's like, Sean, please. But
I love Bruno.
I
He
love
gives
Bruno.
so himbo.
He does.
Does he not?
He's
His
so
face.
like he's so sweet and he loves this club and he loves this team and I love him and he's so sweet.
He kind of reminds me of Miggy in a way. Just like the way that
They
he
do have
is,
the same energy.
right?
We've just we've talked about this how they just
I
have
think
like the
they
same
might have.
energy.
Yeah.
And then
Newcastle for the win.
we won. I want it to be known that every time I wear my Anthony Gordon third jersey, we have never lost. We've tied and
Yeah.
we've won, but we've never
Yeah,
lost.
for
So-
sure. Guys, Liz is keeping this team afloat. Okay, please.
Please, everyone, appreciate my hard
Please
work.
appreciate. She's doing so much right now.
All right, so we're gonna finally get into the Manchester Aston Villa game.
Man United, Aston Villa.
Is that what I said?
You said Manchester,
Okay.
and I just wanted to specify Man United.
Okay. I blacked out in my brain when I said that. I couldn't remember if I said Newcastle or Manchester.
You said Manchester,
Okay.
Aston Villa, and I just wanted to make it clear that we're talking about Man United and not Man City.
We would never do that.
Obviously, we would never do that.
But
We would
thank you for
never
the
do that.
clarification.
Right. You're so
You know,
welcome.
Aston Villa's in Birmingham, where Peaky Blinders takes place. So it makes me wonder if Thomas Shelby is an Aston Villa fan.
Is Thomas Shelby from Birmingham?
Birmingham?
Is he actually from Birmingham? No, not Thomas Shelby.
Killian Murphy is
Cillian
Irish.
Murphy. Oh, you're talking about the
show.
character.
The character.
The character in the show.
The
I
character
wonder-
of the show. I wonder if
I
he's an Aston
wonder.
Villa fan.
I don't know if they were doing it that well back in the day.
Back in the day, in the 20s?
in the 20s. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
They'd just been formed,
Yeah.
like in the 1800s.
That's crazy. Back in the 1900s
in the
when
ni-
Man United was doing so well.
When they were literally top of their game in the 1900s.
In the 1900s.
obviously.
Duh.
Right. Didn't specify which decade of the 1900s. Just the 1900s.
Just the 1900s.
The last decade, guys.
You know, when girls were wearing those dresses and wearing hats to those
Right,
football matches. Oh,
right.
wait, no, actually, they didn't have rights back then. So actually, women would not be allowed at those games.
Are you talking about the 1920s or
The 1900s.
1990s? Oh, the 1900s. Lots of stuff happened in the 1900s, but in
Women
the
didn't have rights.
early 1900s, women didn't have rights.
So they
late 1900s.
So they
women had
couldn't have
rights.
gone to the football matches.
Early 1900s, definitely not.
No.
But late 1900s, which I was
During-
referring to when I said the 1900s. Unfortunately, I didn't specify, but then women could.
Do you mean late 1900s, like 19-teens, or like the 90s?
1990s?
You have to
Literally the 1990s.
you have to refer to it by the decade.
I
then.
already did earlier. I said 1990s, and then I thought we were just making fun of the fact that I said
No,
1900s.
I keep referring to the 1900s, like the 1900
No, I said the
1900 to
1990s.
1919.
No, I said 1990s. The 1990s to the 2000s, to the early 2000s. You thought I was saying
No,
that
not
Man
the whole
United-
time. I just thought that in this moment right now you were joking about it.
No. 1990s. 1990s. Okay.
You know, Mary Poppins, in Mary Poppins, women had rights.
That's so awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Mary Poppins. What? Okay,
Anyways,
let's start
Hoyland
this game.
scores.
In the 17th minute, Rasmus Hoyland.
It's off a corner kick, and it goes to number 5, and then they pass it to Hoyland, and he kicks it in with his left foot in the corner. The goalie never had a chance. Rasmus Hoyland was always going to take it. And then Garnacho,
Just jumped up on him. I love Garnacho.
I like
I
their
know
little
that-
friendship.
I
It's
know.
adorable. How can you not root for that team, like this team?
Exactly. Well,
Joseph.
how can you not root for them? Elizabeth wanting them to lose
No,
earlier.
I just was thinking of my team. Imagine how sad Anthony Gordon is right now. Can you understand where I come
He
from?
won, though.
Imagine Bruno being so sad that they're behind Man United after Man United's been ass this whole time.
Wait, I'm sure they're not thinking about that. I'm sure they're
No, I
not,
bet
like-
they're not. I'm trying to make myself
I
feel
was like,
better for
wait,
admitting to
have
that.
they ever said anything about that? Okay.
No, they're not.
Okay, good.
Bruno is eating Kinder chocolates.
He's literally Tom Barlow Himmelward. I actually feel like
And then Aston Villa ties it up in the 67th minute. They
Douglas Luiz.
settle the ball in like the big box, pass it to the middle, and then somebody literally kicks it above and
Right into
shimmies.
the top. And he goes.
And shimmies. That was one of the greatest celebrations I've ever seen in my whole
Douglas
life.
Luiz kind of killed with that.
He shimmied. It like
Literally,
it's
he knelt down. He knelt down onto the grass.
It's so
and he
funny. Wait, can that be our TikTok for the week? Can it just be tag yourself and we just shimmy?
Us when we're Douglas Luiz.
That's when we're Douglas Luiz and we just shimmy. Not to celebrate Aston Villa and anything they've ever done ever.
Right.
I would never do such a thing. But I'm obsessed with
that
the
was
way
a
he
cute
kicked
celebration.
it and just
He's giving him both.
I'm obsessed with that. And then he does a fire slide,
Yeah, that's
falls
kind of
over.
But that's fine because it was already fabulous.
It-
The slide
like-
was great.
I'm sorry, he ate.
He did eat.
Aston
for
Villa
sure
ate
ate.
with that one thing. Lock me up, I guess.
Hey, last goal of the game was in the.
Guys,
I
we've
literally know.
guys, we can't do it.
We're
Sorry,
getting a
there's
Travis
an
Kelce
ad,
ad right now.
and it's a Travis. I'm sick of this man.
Unacceptable
How do
behavior.
you feel about him yelling at his coach? Did you see that?
Unacceptable
The
behavior.
most unacceptable.
Unacceptable. He literally made contact. He like
Screamed in his face. His face got
What?
red. There was veins in his face. I could
Andy
see.
Reid did not deserve that.
No,
He did not deserve that. Don't scream in that man's face.
no, he
okay?
looks like the dad from
Lorax.
Monsters and
Oh. He also looks like the Laura.
he also looks like the dad from Monsters University.
I think you're right on both accounts. It's a mustache.
looked right too.
Yeah. You think I look right? Thanks.
I think you're right too. He looks like that.
No. Literally,
Unacceptable behavior.
Don't scream in his face. Travis, okay? I can't defend this behavior.
AJ, I
Don't be
believe
a
it was
child.
AJ Brown. Who's AJ Brown? Is he a football player?
Who's AJ Brown? Is
I don't know, but a football player, a black football player, tweeted, "If I ever did that to my coach, I would be fired."
Football wide receiver. Yes, you were correct. For the Eagles.
For the Eagles. Oh, get his
Quoting
ass,
an
AJ.
Eagles
I
fan.
hate the Eagles.
I know, but
I stand
AJ
with
is
him.
Right? No, literally, we were talking about this. He'd be out of the game
Unacceptable.
most expediently. Are you kidding me?
The most unacceptable. Imagine a soccer player did that.
Red carded.
Red
carded. And it doesn't even have to be like I know that what's his name? Travis Kelce yelled at his own ref. I know that in
His own
soccer,
coach,
his
yeah.
own coach. In soccer, it's usually like if you yell at the opposing team's coach, right? But even if you yelled at your own coach like that,
You know,
Red
Andy Reid's the coach for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He used to be coach for the Eagles. So he knows Jason Kelsey, meaning he's a family friend. I'm sorry. The ick I got from that.
Travis
what do you
Kelce
mean
is
you
problematic.
have no respect for a family friend that you would scream at him in live television during this
for something that wasn't even his fault.
No.
That was the craziest part. Is that he didn't like.
It's
have
not
it
Andy
sit
Reid's
out.
fault that they got an interception.
It was
it's
not.
Travis Kelsey's fault.
Exactly. So why are you yelling at Andy? Let that man live.
Unacceptable.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
I actually hate him.
back to
I actually hate
real
Travis
soccer
Kelce.
or
I
real
hate
football.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't like Travis Kelce
That's-
anymore.
no.
Sorry, you guys. I thought it was sweet, him and Taylor, their relationship. I thought
I'm
it was
happy
adorable.
she's happy, but I'm not. I don't like him.
I've lost
I
a
think
lot
he's
of respect for him.
He's a man child.
He's a
He
hothead.
threw a tantrum, like a child.
And then they
does.
won.
I I just can't do this, actually. Let's not discuss this.
Anyways,
Makes me
okay.
really
Let's get
sad.
back to the real football.
Right.
Scotty
So,
McTominay.
86th minute.
Ugh.
He brings us back.
Oh, I love
Back
Scotty
in the
McTominay.
lead. I love Scott.
37, whoever this is. Oh, wait, no. Whoever that is. Somebody crossed it in, and McTominay headed it, and it was a great goal.
Anthony.
It was a great goal. And he jumped. He didn't slide, which makes me happy. And then he went with
he
his
went with
fans and celebrated. Which,
He's so cute.
I'm sorry, this makes me really happy. And I
love
love how
Scotty
happy the
McTominay.
Man United fans are.
I know. They are so happy. We have a really large fan base. I'm happy they're happy. I'm happy. I was
God,
happy.
remember that random guy that we met out that was a Man United fan
Where did we meet him?
in the backyard?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. He followed me on Instagram.
He follows our podcast.
Yeah. Oh
Hey,
my God.
random guy, if you're listening.
What's up? Well, have fun watching this episode.
Yeah,
I
thanks
hope
for
you're
being a
happy.
fan.
I hope you're happy that they won. Okay.
Sorry, I just remembered
Crazy.
that.
I just remembered.
I just remembered that.
I'd suppressed that memory.
Me too.
Entirely. Oh my god.
That was crazy. He came up to us and asked us why we were wearing soccer jerseys.
Yeah, I remember. I accidentally called him a different name.
I don't know
called
his
him
name.
Nate. I don't know his name either. But I called him Nate and he freaked out. He was like, I've never been called Nate before. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I just forgot your name. I just forgot. I'm sorry.
That's really funny.
Anyways, I'll read this quote that Liz had put in here about Scott McTominay's goal.
Did I put that in there?
I think
I have
so.
no recollection.
It's
Oh,
the
it
third
is.
time McTominay, 27, has rescued United in the final half hour of games, and none of his teammates come close to his ratio of a goal every 172 minutes, which he's consistently scoring every 172 minutes, and also I feel like he... Ow, I hit my hand.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. It distracted me. But I feel like, yeah, he's always coming in with those last minute, saves, either tying it up or putting us in the lead. He is so hot. We'll just move on from it. I think that's a word. But yeah.
He does it well.
He does it so well. Him and his wife, I love them so much.
Ugh, I can't talk about it. I love them both. God, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Okay. We're gonna head into our categories.
Yeah.
So best goal award, we're gonna give it to Bruno.
It
was a
It was
banger.
great. It was a great goal.
It was
he
a
hit it from so far
banger.
away too.
And
so.
everyone was posting about it. It was all over Twitter. It was all over Instagram. It was a banger. So, Marcus Rashford, Hottest Player Award.
We got Fabian Scher. For that one picture that we will put up, guys.
Oh, we
promise.
will.
Let's
We'll
just
put
put
it
it
up
up
again.
right now. Yeah.
We'll put it up again.
Let's put it up here so that you can see exactly what we're talking about.
So you can understand.
Sorry.
Oh my
it's
God.
crazy. It's
Oh my
insane.
God.
He's in his 40s or something, so.
He's not.
How
He's
old
like
is he?
35 or
He
something.
just has salt and pepper hair. So
No,
he
I
looks
know.
really old.
We called him a DILF on episode 1. He is 32.
That's crazy. But in the soccer world, I feel like players don't usually play once they reach the age of 32, 33. That's when they retire. So that's crazy. He still got it.
He's still got it.
All right, Tom Barlow Himbo Award.
We're gonna give it to Mr. Bruno for just being a sweet little man. He's just like a me, like a.
He's so Miggy coded.
He's so
and
Miggy
I get
coded,
it.
and he's so Tom Barlow coded. Well,
True.
no, I think he sometimes is more himbo than Tom Barlow because Tom Barlow isn't always cutesy little ladybug. Sometimes he's just a man.
Cutesy little
of course.
ladybug. Cutesy little ladybug. That's so cute. I'm sure he'd actually tear up if he heard you call him that.
I need to
You'd
meet
think
him.
it's so adorable.
I
and
need to
he'd be
meet him. Bruno, I have
Where's
words.
he from?
Bruno?
Yeah.
Brazil.
Brazil. Hit like Casemiro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Best moment. We got the Man United comeback last minute when Scott McTominay saved us, right?
Yeah.
Amazing
Yup.
moment. We were tied up with Aston Villa and we beat them, which is crazy because they've been top of the league this whole season. They've dominated this whole season. It's
I
not
know.
crazy. Very, very upsetting. Very unacceptable.
But they lost to both of our teams.
Yeah.
So.
Amazing. Let's go.
Ow.
Nice one.
Worst moment, Barca drawing against
Yeah.
Granada.
Granada.
Carolina, this one's for you.
Yeah, actually,
We're doing this in
out
your
of the
honor.
sympathy and goodness of our hearts, we would like to
Offer you this
acknowledge this. Yeah, the award of the worst moment of the week
Yeah.
in soccer. So best celebration award, we're gonna give it to that Aston Villa.
The little
the
shimmy and
the
the slide.
He kind of.
He kind of ate that up.
He actually slayed so hard. The way he shimmied too. He knelt down on one knee, shook his shoulders, started running,
slid into a turn,
and then
then,
toppled back.
I love him.
Leg
He
up.
ate.
Insane.
He ate.
Insane. He really, really ate.
Love it. Actual player of the week, we're going to give to Rasmus Højlund. He has been on his game lately. 5 goals in 5 matches. We're so proud of him. He's like really found his footing within this club, which I think is really nice because
his A
he
game.
was not doing hot.
I know. He was not doing hot in the Prem. He'd always been doing good in the Champions
Yeah.
League. But I feel like, I don't know what it was, like maybe like the additional pressure of just first time being in the Prem, all of that. It was his debut. This is his debut team. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Like, he's going to have such a great connection to this team
yeah.
because it's his first team.
And he's like doing well now.
I know. I'm so happy for him.
I love
I'm
him.
so happy for him.
My player of the week, I'm going to give to Bruno. I love him, and we are going to talk about Bruno. That was my pun for the week.
Oh, we will talk about Bruno. I like that. That was good.
Thanks, I came up with that just now. That made me really happy.
I love how you went. Yeah, I was gonna say that. That was my plan. And you were like, no, actually, I just came up with that right now at this moment. Amazing.
Yeah, he's killing it. So
He's
and
killing
I'm
it.
happy to have him as a striker.
And he's really sweet.
And he's just so wholesome.
And my player of the week is Garnacho, who we didn't talk about all episode, but I feel like I was watching the game with Aston Villa. A lot of assists, a lot of attempts, and
He had a lot of attempts.
Yeah, I feel like Garnacho. Maybe it may just be because I accidentally watched the wrong Aston Villa game where he scored like 2 goals in a row. I feel like he is just a great team player, and I feel like it's so important to have him there because he'll like break away and like make an attempt, and if he breaks away with other people there, he'll always pass. He's not a ball hog, you know what I mean?
Unlike
And
some people,
unlike
Marcus Rashford.
Unlike Rashford.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh, who said that?
Okay. I didn't say that. Rashford, don't come for me.
As if he
he's
he
sitting here
pulls up.
listening to
He
the
said, Beth.
He's on his private jet. Like Taylor.
He's taking a short flight over.
A 13-minute flight over
Yeah.
from wherever he is.
I
Anyways.
would never drag Taylor in such a manner.
I'll drag her for destroying the
I'm actually wearing a Taylor Swift cardigan right now. It's actually Carolyn's. Everyone admire it. It's for red.
Guys, I can love her and be like, yeah, it sucks that she's hurting the world.
Yeah.
Like,
By dating
not doing
a
anything to
mean
change the world.
man.
also, well, yeah, I mean, if she's happy, I don't know what goes on in there
Yeah, not my
behind
business.
closed doors, right? But I feel like, Taylor, if you're listening to me, if you're hearing this right now,
As a global space
please
major.
change your ways. Yes, our planet is dying, and you are contributing to its death. You are making it very quick. So please, don't stop. Stop.
Please stop.
Please stop your ways. Please change your ways. Actually, Thanks.
Every time the weather changes from like 30 to like 50 degrees, Beth is like, "Ugh, global warming strikes again."
no, because I actually can't appreciate like good weather days in the
Anymore,
winter.
yeah.
Because I like when you know the science behind it, and it's just like the fact that the vortex that we have is being destroyed. The ice is melting. We're not gonna live to see our 50s. LOL. Okay, sorry. I don't want to end it on this note. Let's end here.
This is the best way to ever end a soccer podcast ever. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you so
kidding.
much for listening.
Thank you. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias. You know the drill. Yada, yada,
Liz
yada.
will have some fire posts up this week.
Oh, we're going to have some sexy posts.
yeah.
Phoebe and Cher, baby. Everyone look out for that post.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna repost that everywhere. I'm very excited.
Amazing.
And yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Cool. Look out for a potential collab within the next couple weeks. It'll be really fun.
New guest.
New guest.
New guest that you've never seen before.
That you
promise.
ain't-
Promise.
I've never seen before. Beth has seen before.
Oh,
I have
true,
never
true,
seen before.
True.
It'll be our
Very
first
exciting.
non-friend guest,
Right.
which
We're
I'm
very
excited
for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll see you guys next week. Same place, same time.
Yeah. So
Same time,
same time
Same
next
same
week.
place.
See you
Yeah.
next week. Yeah. Okay.
Bye.